Welcome, welcome. Come on in, guys. How's everyone doing? It has been an amazing day of writing, hasn't it? I don't know about you guys. I've gotten more writing than I usually do by this point. I hope you guys have too. Let's see who is with us. Who is loving Double Down Day? Give us a woohoo if you're loving it. Jenna slips in and refills all the refreshments and beverages sitting at the like and sub buttons. I love that, hon. Thank you. Lori, hello. How's it going, hon? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Jess. Heather, yeah, it's Tracy's turn. I love it. I love the energy. Let's see. Dawn, this is perfect timing because I was about to start a new chapter. Whew, like that. Nice. You got this, son. Shelby, hello. Welcome. Leslie, hi. Hope to get a lot more words in today. You are in for a treat. We do things a little differently on this channel. We will still, I shouldn't say that. We still do 25-minute sprints when they serve us. Otherwise, what we do is we do either my 2-minute micro sprint plan, in which we define what we're going to do with each and every sprint using the prompt in the first sprint I will, or in the next sprint I will. And we figure out what it is that, what we need to reveal about character, plot, or setting, what we're trying to get our protagonists to do on the page. They don't always cooperate, guys. The obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to take to move through that scene or chapter, so beginning, middle, end, story beats, whatever works for you, whatever method you work with, you can make that work for you. Any of the resources that you're going to need at hand, story notes, beverage, scented candle, craft books, whatever it is, have it gathered around, have it with you. And then basically the outcome you're looking for, especially if you're connecting it to a scene that you already know, you already have written, or that you know has to happen. And then finally, any story questions you have for yourself. And the other one that I have personally fallen in love with is using my little journaling notebook, writer's notebook, and I do voice journaling, and I write in the character's point of view to figure out what they want. It works so well. So we're going to do that today. We're going to do 5-minute voice journaling, or you can do, if you're more in an analytical state, you can definitely just write a series of notes. So either one works. And then we're going to sandwich those with a couple 45-minute nice long sprints that are going to get you into a flow state, and you will stay there and you won't get interrupted by a timer just as you get into that state, which I found was what was happening when we were doing the 20 and 25-minute sprints. You just kind of get in there and bing. I didn't like that. So we've harnessed the 45-minute sprint here, and it is amazing, guys. So you are in for a treat. Hey, Kaya. Hello. Excited to keep writing. Not even halfway to my goal for today. Nice. Well, you've got this, hon. Let's see. Creative K. I need to play catch up. I'm so behind on Nano. I'm ready for this. You've got this, son. And you're not behind. Life is going to have an ebb and flow to it that is going, that you're just going to have to deal with throughout the month. I'm doing reverse Nano, and I was supposed to be doing over 3K each day. I got 4K on the first day, and then after that I have got a 2 and 2K and almost 2K. So I did not get, I'm doing reverse nano, but I'm doing a little slower than I had intended. So it's okay. You are fine. You are where you need to be right now. Life is still going to happen during nano. We just need all of our strategies in place to work around and through it, right? Let's see. Just today has been more of a planning day than I wanted because I had a revelation on Wednesday, but that's okay. I'm still getting work done, which is the point of the day. Exactly. Just to Creative K. So am I, but it's so early in the month. I'm not going to stress about it yet. And that's that too. Definitely. Guys, we're on day 4 and we have a double down day. So you guys are gonna rock it. Thank you to everyone that is here. Let's see. Angela, hi Tracy, everyone. Being a very productive day, but still have a ways to hit my goal. You've got this, son. Let's see. Oh no, that's okay, Creative K. That's true to Jess. I can't type. And that's okay too. We all suffer from that every once in a while. Angela, written more today than I have in months. Ooh, I love hearing that. Hey, Stephanie. Hello. Let's see, stories and stoneware. I had to do some pottery, but now I am ready to get some writing done. I am intrigued by the pottery. Very cool. Kaya, first double down day. Nice. You're going to love it, huh? I hope you're loving it. Jenna, glad to see so many people here. Yes, this is awesome. Like I said, I'm loving the energy today. It feels so good. Rita, hello. I was smart this double down day and took a long break during Angela's sprints. I made my 5K lemon cupcakes. So I'm not tired at the moment. Sounds yummy. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Jenna, thank you for rocking it. Sophia, hello. The Writing Witch. Oh, love the name, hon. Hi, playing catch up today as my first few days were less than ideal. Hey, you're not alone. And we're just at the beginning. There are 30 days, guys. 30. Samantha, happy double down day. Woo whoop. Dina, hello, how's it going on? Eunice, hello, welcome. Planning my next, where'd I go? Story, nice. Let's see, Shelby, this is my first double down day, but if I can, I'm going to try to hit them more often. Oh, you'll love them. And our virtual writing retreats, we do them 4 times a year. Awesome, awesome weekends. So much gets written. Raina, hello. Creative K. Oh, I need the 45-minute sprints. Oh, you're gonna love them. Jess, I'm hoping to plan out some scenes during this first sprint and write in the next sprint since we're doing our long sprints today. And the 5-minute sprints are beautiful to just kind of get just that little bit figured out, and then you can write. It's great. Angela, 45 minutes too long for me, so I'll turn on my kitty Pomodoro and hit the keys. And that's the other thing. If you're new to it, try to kind of change the time a little bit so that you're doing maybe a 10-minute, take a little 5-minute break, and then do a 30, and kind of move that up so you can kind of get used to the 45, because once you're there, it is awesome. It does take a little adjusting too, I will admit. Nina, hello. Thank you for hosting. You're so welcome on. Stephanie, I've been part of the HB community since last year. This is only the second double down day that I've been able to see all the streams I'm able to, but I sprained my hand and couldn't write like I wanted to. Oh, hon. Oh, hugs. Oh, I hope you are healing well. Heather, I laughed when you said the characters don't always do what we want them to do. I have resurrected an old character that I cut from a different story that I never could control. Oh, I love that. You probably don't love that, but that's also, it sounds so true. Jessica, oh, yay, found a fabulous stream to get my words in today. Thanks for hosting this. I need the camaraderie. Well, I'm glad you found us. Thank you. Sean, working online edits. Nice. Anna, hi Tracy, haven't been able to attend your sprints in months. So grateful to be here today. Well, I'm glad you could come and hang out today, hon. And you know what? There are seasons to our lives. There really are. Just enjoy. September didn't happen for me. I didn't get onto anybody's streams. I was sick for the entire month. Nothing that I had planned. And you know what? I survived. I'm here. I'm back on track. So don't worry about it, guys. Just seasons of our lives, right? Heather, he was always one of my favorite characters because I never knew what he would do next. Oh, I love that philosophy. Jess, I'll do it. Will you play Double Down Day next weekend if I need to? Yep. Janet, my NaNoWriMo is starting slow, and that's okay. You can do slow and steady. You can do fast and furious. I try to do fast and furious because I know that works for me. But you know what? You do you. Always do you, right? Angela, we need more thumbs up, please. Thank you, honey. Crafty May, just getting started for today. Had to work this morning. I'm hoping for 5K today. Oh, you've got this, son. Stories and stoneware. I make pottery mugs off of stories and fairy tales, so I thought, why not make them off my own? Oh, that's a fabulous idea. Hey, Crystal, hello. Shelby, I'm just starting my nano today. Granted, I'm a rebel and working on a project I was already working on, and that is perfectly fine. So many people do that. Lori, I'm working on the last few chapters of my Xmas novella. Not doing NaNoWriMo and not tracking words. Perfect. Nice tease. What is reverse nano? Reverse nano is you start really strong, like really big numbers, and you go like day 1, you do 3,346 words, and then it gets smaller and smaller as you go down, with day 30 being 1 word. I find it wonderful because I find that November, the second half of November, gets kind of busy for us. So it is nice to know that I have a huge buffer up front, and I also have less of a word count that I have to tackle. And it works really well. It also allowed me last year to do 100K in November. So it is something I love to do. I try to do it because I know it works for me, and I know it doesn't work for everyone. Don't hurt yourself. But it is a good challenge, and I find it fun. So check it out. Just search Reverse Nano, and it will give you a full breakdown of what the count is each day, and it is awesome. Let's see. Angela, cool idea. Yes, definitely. Alexis, hello. Here we go again, sprinters. And Tracy, thanks for asking. You're so welcome, hon. Jess, I gave up trying to control my characters. We're doing things their way these days. Oh, Jess. Darren, I haven't been able to write as long as I want today, but I'm at 518 words away from 2,500. Hey, you're fine, hon. You are in the right place. Okay, guys, let's dive in. Grab your trusty little writer's notebook, and let's get ourselves figured out as to what we're going to do with our first 45-minute sprint. So, again, what you need to reveal about character plot or setting, what you're trying to get your protagonists to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities they're going to hit them, the hit them or help them, and the action steps you're going to take, the resources you're going to need, and then the outcome you're looking for, and any story questions you have. Get them on the page. It's funny how the subconscious will work on them if you get them down. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. Let's dive in and let's figure out what we're going to do with our first 45-minute sprint. And go. So how did that go for you guys? I started sort of analytical and then I got to slide back into the journaling. So sometimes it works out that way. It just does. Let's see. Jess, it's way less stressful than arguing with the voices in my head most of the time. I love it. Darren, move in writing place, gathering the team. Nice. Let's see, Miss Page here, but not all here. Hanging out while wrapping up a launch, then headed to Grandma's for hugs and champagne. Oh, that sounds amazing. What a lovely way to celebrate. Leaving this open and wishing all of you all the words. Oh, thank you, hon, and congrats on the launch. That is very cool. Madison, hi all. Need this deep focus sprint to help me get through the rest of my line edits down to my last pile, but it's a doozy. Nice. You've got this. You've got this, hon. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Sky. Heather, in the first sprint, I am going to put on my seatbelt and introduce my rogue character. Ooh, everybody loves a rogue. Let's see. Dawn, in the first sprint, I'm going to throw a ball for my female lead, but her stepmother, the queen, is going to sabotage her dress, opening the way for her to have a moment with the male lead. Oh, that sounds scrumptious. I love it. Heather to Jess, and they know what they would do, say better than we do anyway, of course. Let's see, Jess, Double Down Day is going better for me than the virtual writing retreat did, though I don't have a sinus infection and haven't taken any medications that tried to make breathing optional like it did that weekend. Oh, that was not helpful. No, not at all. The Shadows Lair, hello, welcome. Let's see, Creative K, my computer decided to update suddenly. I'm glad it didn't happen during the writing sprint. Nothing's supposed to wait or ask permission. That doesn't sound right. Raina, I used that time to eat a banana and warm some rice, but I did think about what I wanted to do. Nice. And that works too, right? You can use the 5 minutes to just go and grab something you need, to have a snack, whatever you need to do, right? You just kind of, you do you, right? Chris, hello. Trying to move things into Scrivener and not having a great time with it. Are you updated fully? I find Scrivener gets irritating when it isn't updated. Give it a try. I have a love-hate relationship with that because I tried using it with the Dropbox and my iPad, and it locked me out of a document, or locked me out of a novel. I wasn't happy. I think I personally partly did it wrong though, because I should have already had Dropbox in there, which wasn't going to help me because I'd already had Scrivener on my system for years. So I don't know what I was supposed to do differently. It's not like I could go back in the past and just undo it. It was what it was, but yeah, it did not go to plan. We'll put it that way. Jess, I'm also loving planning on 5x8 index cards. I want to give that a try. I always use the 3x5s, but then they're too small. And I don't know, the last time I bought a 4x6 was like a million years ago. I'm going to give this a try just to see. Let's see. Sherry, hi all. I'm doing a little bit of editing for the first sprint today. Nice. Jessica, oh, I love this approach. Journaling sprint before a longer sprint is genius. Thank you. I think it's awesome. I think it's something, you're right, we don't see it on too many channels, but yeah, it's I found that it just allowed me to settle in, take stock, and get down to business, and just actually get my head wrapped around what I wanted to do. Because let's face it, there's so much we want to do, but it's nice to do that. Just take a breath, figure it out for 5 minutes, and then get to it, right? You get so much more done that way. Let's see, Rita, POV male, spent that sprint chatting with twins that he suspects to be cousins, and then shifts his attention to the girl he's been crushing since the start of the fall semester. I love that. That is delightful as well. I'm loving your scenes, guys. Beautiful. Anna, my goal is to finish writing a chapter. Nice. Jace, I'm about 1,200 words off my daily goal, hoping to get there in this sprint. You will. Sky, Scrivener takes a minute to get used to. I'd used it for years, but like I said, I think I found out after the fact that Dropbox was supposed to be in there first, so I probably shouldn't have tried it, but I didn't know, so what you don't know can hurt you. Chris, yes, but I've never used it before, and there's a learning curve. Oh, yes, definitely, definitely, most definitely. YouTube videos, hon. Watch them. There's so much information there that will help you to get further with it and to just get the basics down, because there's a pretty big learning curve on that one. Hey, Ellie. Good afternoon, everyone. Creative K, if I push off updates over and over again, my computer will take things into its own hands. And that's what it did. Madison, it's bad if I go get the hose and spray the neighbor who's weed whacking outside my window to make him stop. Behave, Madison. Well, if there's no witnesses, just please tell me you got back into the know eventually. I kind of did in a really not quite the way I wanted to, put it that way. I think I just finally restarted it because it was like, you know what? It was going to be a second draft anyway. I was going back into, and I'm like, I know what I liked about the story, and I proceeded. And of course, then I could get into the old one, but then it was like, too late. I took care of it. John, back up your document. Scrivener is notorious for eating chapters, and they are unable to be recovered. Ooh, that is good information. No, guys, take note. Tammy, hi everyone. So happy to be here and ready to dive in. The writing community keeps me motivated. Exactly. Enjoy this, guys. November is awesome. There's so many streams. At any given part of the day, you are going to find somebody that you can write with, and it just will keep your motivation up, and it feels so good. Let's see, stories in stoneware. It's like warm up before the scene. Yes, exactly. Taryn, notebooks, plot note, journal, gathered, chocolate, dark munchies. Drinks here, I am here. And Jenna is ready to dictate. Let's rock. Yes. Okay, guys, let's dive on in. We're going to dive on into our first 45-minute sprint and just pour ourselves onto the page. If you're new to it, it's going to feel a little bit long, but I promise you that once you get used to it, you are going to be in such a flow state. You may even jump a little bit when the timer goes off, because it is just, you're going to be deeply into your story. Okay, guys, let's dive in. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side of 45. How did it go for you guys? Let's find out. I had to do a little back and forth. I had to try to figure out. I wanted to have a bit of a solution. It's the wrong solution, but I wanted to have a little bit of a solution. And I was trying to figure out how would she get that information best, and what that would look like on the page. And it actually worked out quite well. So let's see here. So update. Yeah. That sprint, 1,657 words. Oh, and I thought I was arguing with it. That is good. I enjoyed that. I like when it works out. Sometimes you write and you delete, and you're not really supposed to delete during Nano, but if you keep all of it, sometimes you keep things you're just going to have to get rid of anyway. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I'm going to try to find Sky, my first NaNoWriMo. Very cool. Jess, oh, and I may have a love subplot that one of my main characters is going to enjoy until something terrible is revealed and might destroy it. Oh, love that. Lesson, I highly discourage doing that. Laugh out loud. Oh, the neighbor. Ali, my goal is to finish my project today since I started in August, hoping to finish before Nano, but it turned out to be longer than expected. That happens. I'm ready to start my actual Nano work in progress. Nice. You got this, son. You'll get that project tucked away today. This is the perfect place to do it. You might even get to start on that Nano project in the next sprint. Taryn, setup is mostly done. The main character gets sundered in next. Nice. Shelby, I finished cleaning up from dinner so that I can focus on my writing. I've already got a pretty nice outline of the chapter where my main character finally finds out what happened to her sis and 3 dragonets. Ooh. Oh, I got goosebumps. I want to know more. Master and Jess, I will behave, I promise, but a girl can dream. Chris, Creative K, I love the idea of 45-minute sprints. I hope you enjoyed it. Jess Masson, feel free to write a scene doing that just to make yourself feel better. I do that all the time when I want to do bad things that I shouldn't for legal reasons. I love it, Jess. Amy, I got focused and missed the switch over to your stream, but I'm here now and making real progress on the book this time, not the lesson plans for my class. Well, that's even better. Christine, this is my first heart-breathing community sprint. Oh, very cool. Thank you for coming to hang out, and thank you for subscribing. Taryn, oh my God, I just wrote something so good that people think it's on purpose. I said, that's awesome. I do love when that happens. Take all the credit, hon. Take all the credit. Dawn, I realized something similar. The dress took her breath away, only for them to need to tighten a corset until it was hard for her to breathe a couple of paragraphs later. I thought maybe that from her perspective, she could like it, but the other characters that tighten the corset are not satisfied. So kind of have that little bit of conflict of what's good enough, right? Also, guys, reminder, I am on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for more writing sprints. I decided to change the time by an hour so that the daylight savings time doesn't really affect us as much. So it would be the same time, at least for our minds and our bodies. But on the count, of course, on the clock, it's going to say 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, guys, let's see. Elizabeth is here. Hello, hon. Christine, is anyone else going to be at 20 Books in Vegas next week? I don't know what that is, but that sounds amazing, and I'm gonna have to look that up. Sean to Dawn, love that. That was funny, definitely. Let's see. Creative K, well, unexpectedly killed a character, haha, caught me by surprise. It works though. Hey, that's awesome. Is it someone who needed to die? Well, hopefully. Thank you, Jolene, for subscribing. Let's see. The Shadow's Lair, 2070 words. Just now, got to attend some stuff real fast. Hey, you got this, son. Beautiful word count, by the way. Creative K. Now, yes, because it will make the male protagonist more wary of others. Oh, I love that. That's so good. Elizabeth, I did some brainstorming and wrote a small number of words. Beautiful. Stephanie Wood, I am over my goal for today. Congrats, hon. That is awesome. Creative K concluded a scene. Anna finished the chapter and started another one. It's getting intense. Oh, I love that. Story, 637 words. Got a good argument done and finished that chapter. Nice. Dawn, 1,434 words. Chapter's almost done. Dress was made too small, leading to corsets being made too tight, and a conversation with a male lead. Ooh, interesting. Elizabeth, this girl wants to have a pet fix since she sees one at the Joshua Tree National Park and chases it on her bike, but the fox runs away from her. Ooh, nice action scene. Raina, oh, I put the vid on mute. I didn't know sprint was done. Hey, that's okay. I'm glad you caught it. We're just chatting, right? Remember the like button. Thank you, Jess. Louise, hello. Just back from errands and moving a bit. Glad to get back to work. I hope you're having a good day, hun. Kaya. Tell me if I'm wrong. 1,528 words. I'm working on the findings chapter of my dissertation, and today has helped me shape so much of what the chapter is going to look like. Nice. Anna, I hope everyone will drop their book titles and where to read them when they are done. That would be nice, yes. Jolene, 1,195. Nice. Jessica Berg, how are y'all hitting these counts? Why am I so slow right now? 508 words. And you know what? It depends on where you are in the story. It depends on where you are in your day. If this is your first sprint or your last sprint of the day, before your energy level is going to be different. And sometimes it's just literally the scene. I didn't have any clue that I wrote that much. Like it just happened to, it came out better than I thought. So you do you, and that's all that matters, son. Sky, 656. Rita, oops, did I go too far? I did go too far. I'm going to try to get to all the comments, but we do want to keep a little bit of time. Rita, I got 166 words, went for a walk and cat cuddles, even grabbed a snack, apples and cheese. No more cupcakes right now. The temptation awaits. Taryn, a distracted 505 words. Hey, that's okay. That happens. Raina, 424 words. That sprint. Ella, hello. I don't think my book is good enough to do anything with. Hey, future you is there for editing it. Get the ideas out, and that gives you something to work from. Don't judge it yet. Just strike through instead of delete. Good idea. Let's see, Taryn, don't judge my typing right now, please. That's okay. And that's okay, Anna. Amanda, 563 words. Heather, 727. And he did it to me again. I wasn't planning on him telling his POV quite this early, but here he is. Stubborn little buggers, aren't they? Leslie, 783 words, but my dry eyes are killing me, so I might have to take a break from the computer screen for a while. Yeah, even if it's just take a 10-minute break, go get a tall glass of water, look into the distance, not so close to the screen, right? Ella, I just joined. How long was this sprint? That was a 45-minute sprint. We have another 5-minute journaling session, another 45-minute sprint, and then a cool down 5-minute just to get all the ideas of our heads and onto paper. Anything that comes to us basically as we're writing that we haven't had a chance to actually put on the page, we want to capture those for future us to actually for the next time we write. Let's see. The Writing Witch, 1,549 words of sprint, got my protagonist introduced in all of his flawed glory. Pet box, yes. Anna, that was an amazing sprint. 45 minutes was fantastic. I finished the second half of a chapter that had been challenging me. Oh, love that. Janet, I wrote 362 words. I'll also research information. I'm like, sure, why not? Definitely. Jess, I'm loving this love subplot, but it's just so mean what I'm going to do in the end. Ooh. And the meanie trophy goes too. Love it, Jess. Shelby, my character finally made a big decision. I didn't get all the way through the chapter, but we're approaching the climax of the story. Oh, so good. Jess to Ella, 45 minute sprints, and the next one will be the same. Let's see, Stephanie, are you doing planning tomorrow? No, we swapped for November to and doing a full monthly plan because there's just not going to be enough time, guys. I'm hoping maybe once Nano settles down, and if I can get the reversed Nano in place and keep those high numbers, maybe at around the midpoint, I might be able to slide in a short session of something, but that's why we did a monthly this time around. So basically take all the goodies you did, all your plan for the month, and then divvy it out over the month on your weeklies. And hopefully that will all work out. Let's see. Ella, thank you, Jess. Rita, I am wondering if you had changed the writing time tomorrow. I did because I realized that with daylight savings, I did not want to be a zombie for you guys. Let's see. Eunice, taking a break. Thanks for the sprint. Managed to start planning my story. Nice. Kia, like the car company. Okay, perfect. And I love how you described that. That's perfect. Elizabeth, this 6, almost 7-year-old girl cannot have a pet fox. Her grandparents and her parents don't approve of it. This makes the girl sad. I make me sad too. Tara, my energy is kaput. I'm gonna put it up for a while and shut off my brain. Love it. The shadows are, I was like, why can't I hear anything? Turns out my headphones gave unplugged. All right, off to make supper during the next sprint. Hey, Autumn, hello. All right, guys, let's dive in. Next 5-minute sprint. If you are doing the 2-minute micro sprint plan, in the next sprint, I will, and what you need to reveal about character plotter setting, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities you're going to toss at them, the action steps you're going to take to move them through that scene or chapter, beginning, middle, end, story beats, resources you're going to need. If you forgot something, just jump up and grab it, guys. Don't feel bad. It's all good. And then finally, the outcome you're looking for, especially if it connects to a later scene or a later part of the story and you know this has to happen. And then finally, the story questions you have for yourself. Otherwise, let's dive in and do our 5-minute journaling and figure out what we're going to do with our next 45-minute sprint. Good luck, guys. you guys do. I don't know if I'm going to keep what I just wrote. I kind of have her thinking about her mom and that she must have been a child once too. And did she want things, right? I think I will, because I kind of see the character as someone who would actually think like that. But it was deeper than I had planned. Let's see. Elizabeth, now I wish she could have a pet fox. I'm sad for her. Actually, I don't know where Baggins is. He generally joins me, but sometimes he chooses not to. Down to Elizabeth. So now would be a bad time to tell you that I gave a pet fox to my elven princess. Nice detail. Heather, in the next sprint, I will finish letting the male main character tell some of his past with the female main character, and if he gives me back control, move back to the female character POV and maybe kill off her husband. Oh my. This is Dawn, baby, but I'm happy for the elven princess. Let's see, Elizabeth. It is illegal to own a fox in most areas in the United States. There are, however, 15 states that legally allow you to own a fox in some capacity, as long as the owner has the proper licensing for the animal. Well, that is very interesting. Let's see. Heather, car accident, neither of them are responsible for. Oh, that's good. That's good. Mary Jo, hello. Excited to have made it. Working on a new witchy novel I'm super excited about. A very long writing drought. Hey, well, you're in the right place, and I hope that short journaling session helped you. It definitely is a wonderful way to start unlocking the writing brain again and start getting words again, because it's a relaxed way of entering that state. Elizabeth, those states are Arkansas, Delaware, Florida, Indiana, Michigan, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Now, the question is, do many of those states have an abundance of foxes? Or is it more, it's a protected thing because they have less of them? Anna, writing the scene, the main character is offered to the unknown. My Preptober notes have several versions on how the scene should go. Oh boy. Pick your favorite. Write that one first. If you don't like it, pick your second favorite. Nicole, in the next sprint, I'll hopefully try and finish chapter 13 in my rural romance. Nice. Elizabeth, it is illegal to own a pet fox in California, which is the state this girl lives in. No fox for her. Although, she could just keep it. She is a kid. Laws don't matter. Let's see, Jess. Think I'm going to start drafting the sprint. Sweet. Sounds like somebody wants to borrow my mini award. Stories. In the next sprint, I will have a mage lose control of a magical beast. Ooh, yes, please. And the main character has to rescue them, even though she hates mages. Oh, that is so good. I love that. Okay, we need a title, hon. The Shadows Lair. Ran around saying kids off to the movies. Just hope to get another 1K at least in words. I am nano-rebelling this year, working on an old novel. Hey, you're in the right place, hon. 45 minutes sprint coming. You can get 1K. Let's see, Rita. One of my minor characters in another one of my series has a pet fox as well, but it's magical, so not a normal fox. I love it. Dawn, for the next sprint, I'm going to switch over to editing my novel, but I'm so close to having it ready to publish. Ooh. Jess, I live in Oklahoma and didn't know you could own a fox in the state. Laugh loud. We did see a fox in our backyard behind our fence last year. Interesting. Raina finished typing chapter 4, and now I'm doing chapter 2. Nice. Elizabeth, yeah, she would have to sneak the pet fox past her parents. Possibly doable. Right now I have them all outlined so I can choose to do any. Nice, I like that. Okay, guys, let's dive in. 45-minute sprint. Deep breath. Let's pour ourselves onto the page one more time and just get into that deep flow state and create some magic on the page. Good luck, good writing. I'll see you on the other side. did that go for you guys? That scene moved along nicely. Had to figure out quite how I wanted her to engage with her mother there. She wasn't really, she was fighting back a little bit as much as she's kind of allowed. She's still trying to keep the peace because she doesn't want to, have her mother take all of her freedoms. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of a peaceful argument here. Let's see, where did I leave off? Really wish there was a way I could put like a little pin or something, a little comment or something for myself. Dawn, I do want to move back to Wisconsin so I can have a pet fox. How do you sneak a fox? That is a good question. Would it make too many panic noises to sneak it in? Or could she wait until her parents are busy or doing something maybe loud? Could work. Let's see, stories. Thanks. The working title is The Song of the Beast, but I don't know what it will stay, if it'll stay that name. And that's totally, they do change, right? Shelby, my grandma used to have a fox and a monkey, but at different times. She had a license because in the spot where she lived, it was okay. They constantly got hit by cars, coyotes, and she helped rehabilitate. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Well, that's very cool. Let's see, Heather Elizabeth, maybe she could just tame it and let it remain in the wild. I like that idea. That's a good one. Domesticate it just a little bit. Not enough to go in the house. That way she doesn't get in trouble. But she's still going to get in trouble because the parents are going to freak out anyway once they find out. But it's kind of that nice in between. I like that. Let's see. Heather to Elizabeth. Or sorry, Elizabeth to Heather. Good idea. She could go visit the fox at the national park. She could visit the fox in the early hours of the morning when her parents are still asleep and be back home shortly before she needs to be awake for school. Maybe she does this a couple of times. Oh, I like that. And the first time she does it, she isn't caught, but she gets caught the second time. Or you can give her a few more times. Like it could become something of a comfort to her. That way she can start to believe that she's getting away with it. Sky, I have to run to get food. I love this. I will return later. Please tell me I can rewatch this session. And I told her she most definitely could. Let's see. Jess, now I'm curious about the laws in Canada about owning a fox, but I don't have time for that. So I made a note to research that later. I love that Elizabeth is right there. Is it illegal to own a fox as a pet in Canada? Yes, it is illegal. BC bans the import of foxes of all sorts and also bans the ownership of native foxes. Well, yeah, it's kind of a kindness thing too. It's a wild animal. It's not going to be particularly happy. I mean, Frodo is like you couldn't get more domesticated if you tried. I mean, he is just such a relaxed pupper. He is a couch potato. It's what he does. That dog was created for house living. Just, I don't actually need this information, laugh aloud. Lindsay, I know, me neither, but I'm riveted. I love it, guys. Just Elizabeth, thank you for humoring my curiosity for no apparent reason. I love you guys. Elizabeth, Jess, you're welcome. Jess, I got curious and learned I get curious and learn the most interesting thing in these sprints. Oh yeah, we've had some awesome conversations, haven't we? Elizabeth, Jess, curiosity is a wonderful thing and learning is wonderful too. Oh, I love that. That's so true. Creative Cave, my cat is stepping all over my keyboard and creating a new language in my story. Was it helpful? Did it work out? Could you save any of it? Because why not, right? Cat language. Leanne, I made it for the last half hour. It's 9 a.m. in Australia. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, hon. We are leaning into not quite evening, but getting there on the west coast of Canada. Let's see. Crystal, yes, I'm totally drinking cold brew at 4 p.m. All the cool people do it. I love cold brew. It's so good. The pumpkin spice cream cold brew is like, oh my, So divine. Favorite. Let's see. Autumn, I love me some day drinking. Gotta start earlier than 4 p.m. though. Oh man. Crystal Autumn, I started drinking at 4 a.m. and this is my second cup. Laugh out loud. I just realized, Crystal, that I think we're talking about 2 different types of drinks. I love the clarification. Heather, male main character, is telling me what he wants to say. Telling, not showing. Dogs need walked. I am going to duck out and walk them. Hopefully he will change his voice from reflecting on the past to telling about it. Thank you for the sprints. Looking forward to tomorrow. That's awesome. Hope you have a great walk with the puppers, and I hope you can figure that out and get him to cooperate. Crystal Autumn, that's hilarious. Just realized I've been wearing headphones and listening to absolutely nothing this entire time. Also, my computer is delayed and accidentally said something I was still typing. Oh, this is not good. You got some tech gremlins there, hon. Autumn, it's what happens when you glance up and just respond to what you read without knowing the context. And well, if you know anything about newbies, you'd know I wasn't talking about the day drinking. I'm some shocking, by the way. Love it. Crystal, we are quite the pair today, Autumn. Yep, cheers. You know what? It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, guys. It's fine. Madison, thanks so much for hosting, Tracy. I hope everyone has a lovely evening. I hope you have a great night too, hun. I know she's probably gone. Autumn, I love a bit of Bailey's in my coffee. Ooh, and hot chocolate. Oh, so good. On a cold night. Yummy. Just the other day, my cat decided to get on my desk, walk in front of me, sit down in front of my screen, and proceed to sniff my face. Clearly, she wanted attention and didn't care about do not enter sign. Does that apply to cats? No, not really. Elizabeth, I did write some notes. Dawn, I got 2 chapters edited. Was interrupted by my father-in-law calling because mother-in-law didn't answer her phone. Raina, 1,692 words in total. Yes. Anna took your advice and wrote my favorite, and it went well. Also currently writing the others before moving on. Nice. That way you can pick the best of it, right? The one that gives you the most meat to move the story forward. The Shadow's Lair, and ended up not even writing much. Guess I needed the pause. Got 15 words. It happens, and sometimes your brain does need that pause, that stop. Sean got a lot of line and it's done. Nice. Elizabeth, my feet started to itch a bunch during the sprint, which was a distraction. No kidding. Just drafting didn't happen. Realized I needed to figure out a few more things to hopefully avoid having to rewrite the scene again before I finished the whole book this time. Hoping to write with JD. Yes, guys, Jen is going to finish us out tonight. JD Robinson, you can look her up, and she will also be part of our Double Down Day page, banner, post, whatever we want to call it. And her link will be there. Alexis, about 1K, obviously 45 minutes works for me. I love hearing that. Rita, 500 words in that sprint, mostly dialogue with some mannerism. I'll add to it later. I need to get these handwritten words on the screen, so to speak. I'm ready for a supper break. Definitely. Yeah, you would definitely be time for that, wouldn't you? Lori, what did I miss? I was eating, then on the phone, and then realized I had this on mute. The sprint, but we still have a 5-minute cooldown, and there's always a replay, hun, always. Trisha, I got over 9K words today total. Sweet, very nice. Rita, lots of new words and messed up with the dirty draft, so I will compare and see what needs to be in this draft too. Perfect. And it's you found the mistake, so it's easy. You're gonna have an easy fix. Shadow's Lair, they credit domesticated foxes in Russia that they sold as pets over there. Interesting. Were they truly domesticated? Did they how did that go? Let's see. Jenna just keeps going. Hugs. See you all later. Need to clean. Get it done, hun. Shadow's Lair. Initially, I believe they were trying to tame the fur trade foxes to make them easier to handle. Oh, interesting. Elizabeth, I could have her go 4 times and get caught the 4th time. Yeah. Sherry, 961 words that sprint, 5,333 so far today. Nicely done. Nicole didn't finish the chapter, but almost 1,001 words for the sprint. Yay, I like that number. Leanne, 400 words for the last 20 minutes. I'll see you all at the next sprint if you're there. Thank you for hosting. You are so welcome, Leanne. Jess, it's almost 6:30 in the evening where I am. Getting ready for dinner time. Elizabeth, speaking of learning things in these sprints, that reminds me of when I brought up the word, oh yes, I'm not even going to try that. I can see it, but I'm going to butcher that so bad. Jessica Crystal Hun, did you not learn what happened the last time you drank a cold brew at night? I know, why am I like this? Last sip, then switching to Zinnia. Zivia, yeah. Oh, there you go. That's why I had cold brew, to hang out with Jen. Yes, exactly. You need the energy. You gotta keep going tonight. Janet, having these sprints meetings have been a great help. Thank you. You're so welcome, Janet. Anna, thank you so much for hosting. You are welcome. Okay, guys, on that note, we are going to do our 5-minute cool down. Just get all those bits out of our heads and onto the page so we don't lose anything, any ideas or thoughts we've had for our stories, any new ideas that have popped up, any plot ideas. We're just going to get them down. That way they will serve us later when we write next. Okay, guys, let's dive in. 5 minutes. I'll see you on the other side. So I was able to tie up that last scene. Well, is it the end of the scene? It's kind of the end of that moment anyway. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Dina, I did over 1,700 words with you the last couple of hours, and I am at 3,045 for the day. Thank you for hosting. I had a successful night. Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you, Anne. For me, for the day, where am I at? I am at 3,531 for the day, which I think gets me to my reverse nano goal. But I'm going to hopefully with Jen manage to make up the last 2 days. I got to do about, I think, 2,000 words to basically fix those ones up. And then I can be back right on track with where I want to be. Goal was to get in the first 5 days 15,000. That way I'm in a really good place, and the rest of it will hopefully get easier. Life gets busy again during the week, so I'm hoping I can maybe even do better than that. Let's see, the shadows there, were they completely domesticated to some degree, but their fur no longer was usable for fur trade as the patterns changed to look more like different patterns on dogs. It changed their physical state? Oh, that is so cool. I want to know the science behind that so much. Wow, okay. Crystal, thank you, Tracy. You are so welcome. Today has been a blast. It has been awesome, hasn't it? Elizabeth, I did some thinking. Thanks, Tracy. You are so welcome. Rita, today has been an amazing writing day. I didn't get my 4,000 gold. However, I only need about 1,500, so maybe during Jen's sprint. Jen's sprint. Nicole, thanks so much. You were so welcome. Autumn night, everyone. Crystal, it's so hard to stop. I know. Take a wee break, though, guys. We got about an hour and 20 minutes, and then Jen's going to be back at 9 p.m. Eastern to finish out the night and help us get all the words. Let's see. Let's see. Amanda, 1,177 words. Nicely done. Let's see, just to Rita, it's Jen, aka JD Drumson, not Jenna. Jenna's been doing a lot of sprints, so I can get where you got that. Let's see, Crafty May, I got 1,476 with you. Thank you for hosting. You are so welcome. This is making me want to add a fox to my story. I don't need one. It's a wonderful problem to have, right? Let's see, the next story. Maybe. Let's see. Rita, oops, that's right. I slept too, Jenna. I don't know about you guys. West Coast, Jenna was on at like 4 a.m. this morning. I love Jenna, but I was not awake. Dawn, thank you. Jess, so did I? It's 6 a.m. for me. Oh, yes. So did I. It was 6 a.m. for me. Yes. Anna, thank you so much, Tracy. You're so welcome. Shadows there, it changed it because domesticated animals take on traits of basically their young kept into adulthood. Oh, I see. Interesting. Very cool. I was on at 4 a.m. I love her, but no. Jess. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. That was an awesome session. I hope to see you tonight on Jen's to wrap up the night. On this fabulous Tumble Down day. And if not, for sure, I hope to see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for our writing sprints. We're going to get it all done. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's been amazing today. Thank you.